Hey yo, it's Braden Lord, and welcome back to Ramtotawa as the Thracians. I don't know why I'm using this voice, but I decided to start off using this voice, so enjoy. Actually, that kind of hurts my throat, so I'm gonna stop. Whew. There we go, load up. It's been a glorious 35 years as the Thracians, and if you remember last time, we were continuing our civil war with the Greeks, and we managed to take, what is this? Larissa? Yeah, Larissa. We managed to take Larissa here with Xiles, as you can see. And, yeah, they're pretty dumb. You can see all their forces are up to the north. Not sure what they were thinking, but Xiles is able to take Larissa, which is pretty awesome. And we got Draenus here building up an army. We're going to send a fleet out to try to attack, like, Athens or Corinth to the south, sweep around. The Scipii are sieging us with okay army, but, you know, nothing to be afraid of. And we got some boats. Decent trade. Dacians are sieging us. We're having to be very defensive right now, but that's fine. That's fine. Let them wear themselves out against our battle line, and yeah, gives us an advantage for defending. And I keep shaking my mic, so if it sounds weird, that's my fault. The stand on my mic is not very solid, and there we go. That's better. And the Greeks did siege us, as you saw. This guy sucks. He does not have any traits, and he's 26, so no. And Larissa was sieged by the Greek cities. Most advanced faction is us again. Us and Pontus are going back and forth between that. Hopefully we can solidify our first rank soon. And Byzantium, we can build some farmage. Get that up to a huge city soon, I hope. That'll be very nice. And over in Campus Scythia, we can raise the tax rate. But we're going to build a building, Campus build an Odeon there for some happiness, because they're yellow. So why not, right? And over in Campus Scythia, we can build an Odeon as well for some more happiness there. Because we ended up having enough money to do both. I didn't think we would. And everything's looking good. We can take off these peasants. The growth is stalled. So that means the happiness will remain the same for a while, at least. So that's fine. We'll probably build some farms there soon. And they are sieging. Tarentum is mad because they're under siege and they're losing garrison, so we're going to fix that. They've built a ram here, Decibel. I wonder if he's loud, if his name is Decibel. They got a lot of arm. Look at this arm. This is a pretty good Greek army there. We got siege equipment and armored hoplites. They just needed a good general, which is what they don't have. And we're going to go try to sabotage some buildings in Athens here. And we got the city barracks. Nice. So they're not able to train armored hoplites for a turn. And from Athens, that is. And it costs money to repair buildings. So it's definitely worth it to keep sabotaging buildings. And we'll try to kill Doros here. Didn't work. 3% chance, didn't think so. I might as well try to kill this captain for some experience. Nope. Not going to work. I'm going to bring these guys south and go sabotage, maybe in Athens or farther south, not sure. Just checking to make sure I got spies in these settlements here. And we got the last 3 units queuing up here, and I'm going to take a drink. Just making sure that my boat has enough reach to get to Athens, which it looks like it does, so that we don't have to risk a turn of him being on open water. And as you can see, Julia took Batavium. I don't know if I showed that before, but they took it. And, yeah. So, we might be facing some more pressure from the Julii soon, but hopefully not too bad. Anyway, the Scipii are siege attacking, so it is time to do battle! A glorious death is... Oh... I can't read. A glorious death is his who for his country falls, says Homer. Yes, I agree. And maybe a couple guys will die here, but hopefully, we can stay afloat and keep the. We don't want the Romans to get any kind of push on us. We don't want them to take any of these settlements. It'll be much harder to get a foothold again if we let them. Gods. Did you see the horses there? If you didn't see that, rewind it. The horses are going like up and down. They're like, Party horse. Boom. It's hilarious. Anyway, we're gonna go kind of do the normal thing we do against the Romans here in Tarentum. Standard Tarentum defense. This will probably be the last time I do this in normal speed, these battles, because if the Romans keep sieging here, they're probably going to be very similar battles, so I'll probably speed those up quite a bit. I'll still be talking over them, but they'll be sped up, and, yeah. Since they sieged right after that last army did, we only have, like, 10 archers here, so might as well turn on flaming ammo, try to burn the ram to buy us a little extra time for our towers to shoot. And you hit delete to follow the unit, and if you're following a ranged unit, it'll show you the projectiles that are firing. So we're following the flaming projectiles that we're shooting, and we'll see if we can burn this ram here. And right now. Oh! Look at that. Look at that. I don't think it was the arrow that I shot. It was the tower that shot right before, but we did burn the ram, so that's pretty nice. It'll buy us a little extra time. All is good. Turn off flaming ammo. We need normal projectiles now. We'll follow those. Might as well. And while we're doing this, I can talk about our day. So how's it going today, guys? It is July 12th, I think. Yeah, right. And we are having another little mini heat wave here. It is pretty warm today. Mid 80s and about 50% humidity, so definitely short wearing weather if you're into that kind of thing, which most people should be, because that's how you stay cool in summer, is wear shorts. And yeah, things are going pretty good over in my neck of the woods. And yesterday we cleared out some trees that were growing in our property, some extra trees, and that was kind of fun. And our dog is we had our dog like pull some of the branches out, and it was kind of pretty funny. So our archers are dead and they took the gate. No big deal. That happens every time they siege. And again, I'll say this again, I'm really glad that they can't like really harm the city like it would be realistically. Like realistically, if the army was just sitting in the town center, you know, the incoming army would just burn the whole town. So yeah, I'm glad that doesn't happen here. Although, if you have siege equipment, you can burn the whole town, especially with like onagers and stuff. Which hopefully we'll have some onagers in combat soon. Maybe not this episode, but maybe this episode. And those will help us take down the Greek cities, of the Greek cities, much faster if we're able to just crush through their walls and stuff. So that's kind of the goal. Just some quick conquest of the Greek cities. First we want to wipe out their armies, and then we can go right after their cities, go for some rapid siege attacks, try to crush them. So yeah, we'll probably be on the defensive for a while. We'll have Xiles try to take out some of the Greek armies, and then have Drenus swing around and crush the cities from behind. You know, that's kind of our game plan there. And then once we're done with southern Greece, you know, I think they have Rhodes left, which is to the east. So we'll go on and take that with either Drenus or Xiles. And we'll move the other commander that we don't use over to Italy, perhaps, maybe Sicily, and invade there. It's kind of our game plan coming up for the Civil War. So yeah, and hopefully that goes. If that happens exactly as I've described it, it will be very nice. But I can't guarantee that, you know. Not everything goes according to plan, especially in Rome Total War. And I'm thirsty again because when it's warm out, it's quite thirsty. So I'm going to take a drink. And today I'm drinking a nice mixture of orange juice and lemonade. If you've never tried that, that tastes really good. Orange juice and lemonade. Anyway, Town Watch decided to run right into our pikes, and they died immediately. And looks like their general is going to be nice and do that as well. So they should die very quickly. We're going to pull out some of our barbarian nobles and hunt down these Veltes before they can just... I guess they're charging in. I thought they wouldn't charge it. I thought they'd just stand there and throw javelins, so I wanted to take them out before they do extra damage. And we're going to pull out both of our units of barbarian. And we did take out their general. Nice. Good work. Yes. Anyway, we're going to take out both of our barbarian old cav, and we're going to hit the backs of the guys here. or just hairy routing guys, depending. These Samnite mercenaries. Samnite mercenaries aren't bad. They're effective light spearmen. It says they're light infantry, but they're technically spearmen. If you didn't know, units with a spear labeled as light infantry have a +4 attack bonus versus cavalry, so they're still effective against cavalry. And standard spearmen, say it's like let's compare like Town Watch to Triarii. Okay, so Town Watch have spears. They're labeled as light infantry. I changed that to label them as spearmen. So if you see them labeled as spearmen in my game, that's because I changed them to label as spearmen, as you see. And yeah, they have a +4 bonus against cavalry. Now Triarii have a +8 bonus against cavalry, and that's standard spearmen. Standard spearmen have a +8 bonus against cavalry. So there's that. And Norton's lagging my playback here, so sorry about that. Hopefully that doesn't show up in the final recording, but Norton's being a pooper. Being a pooper. Sometimes my computer likes to do that. I just gotta remember to tell Norton not to be annoying when I'm playing video games, I guess. And we're just kind of crushing their whole army. They gave up pretty easily. We did lose quite a bit of cav because we were charging into Town Watch and charging into Sarmatian mercenaries. Yeah. So anyway, finishing what I was saying, anything labeled as spearmen usually has a +8 bonus against cavalry, but there's plenty of units that are armed with spears that have a +4 bonus against cavalry. So just keep that in mind. Even though it doesn't say that they have a bonus versus cavalry, and it doesn't say that they have it doesn't say that they're spearmen. They still have a bonus against cavalry. Just a little tidbit for you. And you might ask, well, how do you know this? Well, okay, the export describe unit file shows all this information. If you want to learn more about these kind of files and all that, you know, I have a text modding guide on my in my channel. So just type in modding and you'll be able to find that, hopefully. That was made on my old computer, so it's, you know, a little slower, but whatever. And they are done. They have been destroyed. Yeah, you saw how boring that battle was. There wasn't really anything exciting going on. And I pretty much talked about other stuff the whole time. So, yeah, we're going to speed those up from now on. And going to exit the battle. Heroic victory because we killed a lot more than what we had. So, that's understandable. And hopefully this guy will gain some good traits. And if he can gain enough traits defending, then we can send him out. And he'll be a good attacker, hopefully. This stuff is just so good. Orange juice and lemonade. Who would have thought? Found this out yesterday, by the way. And looks like the Dacians are going into siege attack. And they got 2 damaged units of warbands and a general versus us 3 units here. So I'm not too worried. It should end better than last time. I think we have probably a little bit more men than last time, and they have less men, so it should work out well. And if we are able to kill their general, you know, they got to be running out of generals. We've killed so many of their family members. And I'm pretty sure all they can train is warbands, because if they keep training warbands, they're not going to have any large towns. It would be ill-mannered to keep them waiting. Yes, it would. But they're going to keep us waiting. It's their decision. So, yeah, just a fire. What I think I'm going to do, actually, is we're going to put that guy back there, and then we're just going to line up these 2 units of Hoplites and Pikeminines over here. Turn off phalanx mode, because if you have 2 units grouped together like this, they will physically push each other apart, and that'll cause some problems if you try to engage phalanx mode, because phalanx mode is very space intensive. So I will wait until they start to engage, and then we'll put on phalanx mode. So we're just going to stand here and watch them batter down the gate. Boom, 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 bam, ching, chaw, oh, yeah. Gate destroyed. Well, not, but well, yeah, it's kind of destroyed. I mean, look at it; it's warped and got forced open. So yeah, it's kind of destroyed. And they're gonna charge in here. Just gonna watch them, make sure that they don't, you know, do some naughty things. That'd be a good thing to watch out for. And we should be able to take them out pretty easily, I would imagine. Triple speed as they come into the city here. And put down phalanxes now would probably be a good idea. because I'm not sure when their general's going to charge in. And the warbands are charging in first, okay. So, we'll watch this carnage close up. Stupid building out in the way there. As you can see, sometimes when they're charging, oh, we killed their general right away. Nice. Nice, that should kill their morale really easy. Oh, one of our guys is flying too. They did get into our lines a little bit, but that shouldn't be a problem, as their morale should be just dying. And there we go, took out that unit. And that is the end of the battle. And there's some interesting birds going on in the background, if you can hear that. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but I hear some birds going woo-hoo. I don't know what kind of birds those are. And we took back our gatehouse, run down that unit, and exit the battle. And I guess that was a heroic victory. I'm not sure. I guess it's just the episode of heroic victories, perhaps. We'll see. It's just the beginning of the episode, kind of. So don't want to spoil, don't want to ruin it, don't want to jinx it. Hopefully, you don't get crushing defeated. That would be embarrassing. It looks like the Scythians are grouping up a large army, though, at their capital, so they might come over at some point there. They're still chilling with a lot of their units. They got a lot. Oh, they got Macedonian cavalry now, which is very, very powerful cavalry. It's much better than barbarian nobles, so I'm kind of worried about that. But if we can outnumber them with barbarian nobles, 2 barbarian noble units can easily take out a Macedonian cav, so not too worrying. And if we have better upgrades than they do, then we can probably beat them one-on-one. And in Croton, we can build an academy, because we might as well. I mean, there's no point not to. Right? Well, I guess there is a point. There's a point of money, but I'm over here. Might as well build an academy. And we're going to retrain the units, of course, because we don't want them to siege us, having weak units. We could go attack that Julia guy, but might as well retrain. Woo! Well, it's sneezy today. And we'll build some more hoplites over on the west coast here. Retrain and build. Salona is not going to be growing to a large town anytime soon unless I do some peasant transferring. Which you can do. You can do that in Rum to War. Train some peasants, like, say, in Thessalonica, and then send them over. It is possible. And it does work. You just disband them, and they add to the population in the settlement. So that can be an effective way to grow small towns and take population away from towns you don't want to grow if they're too big. You know, there's a strategy. So I think everything's looking pretty good. We're just kind of waiting for the Greeks to siege, and I don't want to move Drenis out until those big armies move somewhere, because I don't want to lose Thessalonica after we take Generis out. And we're gonna try to kill this guy here, possibly, if we can. All 3 of them gang up on him. Come on, we can do it. Nope, don't look like it, because he's a pretty good commander, so it's worth a try, I suppose. But he'll probably be coming up, and he'll probably try something as well. Getting out of turn. And another large Scipii army. Holy cow, they got a lot. At least they gave us a break that time, but still. That is a lot of Scipii troops that they're throwing at us. So, yeah, I gotta say they're definitely probably not attacking Carthage, or they already took it. I hope it's not the latter, because that would be unfortunate. That means they have a lot of money and manpower to throw at us. But hopefully they just haven't taken it. And we got a new family member in Tylus, so that's pretty handy. We'll let him chill there, build some farms for some population growth. And there's already an academy there, so he'll pick up some good traits, hopefully. And this guy came of age in here. That's pretty nice. Might have to do something with him. I'm thinking about possibly moving westward towards the Julii, taking Cassableptos, just ravaging through Dacian land, because all they have is towns, and they're not going to really be able to threaten me at all. And then kind of hit the Romans from the north there, so it can have something to do with, you know, those big armies you have to the north instead of just defend. And I'll try to sabotage some buildings in Athens. And I'll check to see what they are after I do all 3 guys. And yeah, if we had a spy down here, we could see what buildings they had and what percentages. But we hit an armorer, archery range, and a city barracks. So that was a very successful sabotage turn. All they can really train now is cavalry, and they won't be able to train that with upgrades. So that's pretty handy. And yeah, we pretty much knocked out a city's usefulness for 1 turn. And plus, it costs about maybe, I don't know how much it would cost to repair those, because they're pretty well damaged. Probably a couple thousand at least. So we're definitely hurting their economy that way too. So it's very successful. Assassins are very useful that way. So don't think assassins are not useful. They're not very good at killing family members, but they are good at hurting the economy by sabotaging. So that's definitely one of their more useful features. Gonna end the turn and see if the Greeks will attack us this turn. That would be nice. And Dacia's still trying to spy. And there they go. They did attack. And they only have 1 unit of cavalry. They got 2 ballistae and lots and lots of armored hoplites and some normal hoplites. But Xiles is a ball and commander, so I think we'll be fine. Plus we got that still. We still have that 1 pro unit of Falksmen from the Miracle Battle back in part 15. If you didn't see that, you are missing out. That was incredible. I don't know how I did that, but it happened. And yeah, that was very helpful because that cut down one of their big armies and a lot of their troops. So it was a very helpful battle to win.
Is never an easy thing to face, especially before breakfast. Never mind.
Never mind.
When we've driven these dogs back to the kennel. And before this battle starts, just remember, they are more scared of you, oh noble Greeks, than you are of them.
Some wise words from Xiles there. And a battle is never an easy thing before breakfast. Never mind. I can tell who's hungry. Xiles is a little hungry. He's also old as crap. He's not that old though. I don't think he'll die soon. We got another. We should be able to finish off the Greek cities before he dies, at least. I hope. Hopefully this doesn't go on too long. And I keep spinning my mic. Sorry about that. And yeah, hopefully we can clean this up soon because yeah, not to say that I'm not enjoying this I'm enjoying this campaign a lot, but you know, there's other campaigns that I want to do, and there's other games that I want to play. So yeah, don't want to be just playing this for the rest of my life, you know. And yeah, I'll say by the year 200, if we haven't taken out the Greek cities, we'll probably call this campaign off because it'll just be too long, and we'll probably be losing by then too. So, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Heck, I think we can do it in the next 15 years. We can finish off the Greek cities in the next 15 years. Definitely, that's 30 turns. That's quite doable. I think we can do that. What do you guys think? Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, that's what I thought. And Norton's popping up again. Stop it, Norton. I do not care, Norton. I do not care. Norton thinks I care, but I just don't. I just don't care, Norton. And if you can hear that sound, that is the sound of ballista. And there they are, firing at our walls or gates or whatever. Pretty effective. I think the only nations that get ballista, if I recall, are the Dacians get ballista, which is very odd. The Greek cities and Macedon get ballista. And I think the Romans. I think those are the only factions that have ballista, which is interesting. Perhaps the Seleucids get ballista. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think any of the Eastern factions get ballista. Almost every faction gets catapults and or onagers, I should say. I like calling them catapults because it sounds more authentic. So I'll be calling onagers catapults pretty much. To me, they're interchangeable words, even though they're technically not. But you know, I'll be interchanging those words. So if you hear me say catapult, I mean onager. If you hear me say onager, I mean onager. So, and there's also heavy onagers, or siege onagers. I don't remember what they're called. Heavier siege onagers, and those are pretty powerful. I put my archers back here so I could try to get some fire off on these guys as they're coming in. If you're wondering why I put my archers so far back. But it looks like they're just trying to shoot the buildings, so I guess that didn't work too well. Sometimes the AI for missile troops isn't quite the best. So, yeah, they're probably not getting too many shots off. Probably hitting all the buildings and not doing anything, so that's unfortunate. And if I'd stop getting interrupted by all these gate smashing opens, then we can just look around. Yeah, as you can see, this large city here, it only has 2 entrances. This whole back here is walled off by buildings, so it's very convenient. It'd be a cool feature if, because you can destroy buildings with like ballista and stuff. It'd be cool if you could, if when you destroy buildings, that would create paths, so that you could create your own path through a city and stuff. But it just creates a pile of rubble that is impassable as well. But it does kill people in this element, and if it's an important building, you know, it does damage it, of course. And I'm going to take a drink, so be right back. It's so a little laggy at triple speed with this many guys in the battlefield, but that's to be expected. There's a lot of action going on, so. We're going to move our archers back up here to defend our armies, help them out, as opposed to having them just sit back there and do nothing. Which they are currently doing. They're still trying to, but they're not going to be very effective. So we're just going to kind of sit here and wait for the Greeks to come and attack us. And, yeah. Assuming we win here, they'll probably siege us. They might siege us on the turn, kind of like what the Scipii did. They might siege us right away again. Or they might wait a couple turns and siege us again, which is what I want them to do. I want to have a turn. If they, yeah, I think, oh, they're burning our buildings. Oh, okay, that wasn't anything important, I don't think, so that's fine. They just killed some of the populace. Yeah, that's okay. As long as you aren't knocking down important buildings, I'm totally fine with it. This sounds horrible, but it's true. And, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm kind of hoping that I can train a couple units of catapults here, and then send Xiles out and probably go maybe hit Thermon or something with Xiles as Thrace comes in and takes. Oh look at this! They got too close to the tower and they lost both of their ballista and all of their engineers in that unit. That is pretty sad. Good job, Greek cities. And yeah, it's those kind of mistakes that are costing them this campaign so far. I mean, they've lost Larissa. We're standing in the Larissa town center as the proud owners of Larissa currently. And the people have accepted us here, so. You know, the Greek cities have to work their way back in. And they are losing ground. We are a much larger empire than they are now. I think they have 3 settlements in southern Greece. They have Thermon, which is in middle Greece. And they have Rhodes, I believe. So they only have 5 settlements now. So they're definitely severely limited. We have like maybe 13, 14 settlements. But we do have a lot more enemies. I think they're our only enemy. Or we are their only enemy. And we have multiple enemies, including the Romans. So, yeah. That's kind of how it works. But, you know, if we manage to destroy the other factions, we can focus our total attention on these guys. And, you know, the Dacians and the Scythians really aren't posing a threat. I mean, we need to keep decent garrisons to defend against them, but the Dacians and Scythians really aren't threatening at all. And these hoplites just gave up. And they gave up and decided to route towards our men. And that is convenient for us. We're getting a little bit of friendly fire with archers and javs from our jav cav, but that's okay. And we took out that unit. We're going to take our Folksmen out here because they got several units of probably armored hoplites, so we want to take those out with help from our Folksmen here. And we'll get some more javelin and arrow fire, probably hurting them. And I'm actually going to turn fire well off from the archers so we don't get any friendly fire, because I'm not too worried about. They're not going to be doing too many casualties. They're going to be probably doing equal casualties to our own men, so we don't need that. And casualties is money when you're defending, basically. So, war cry, and then we're going to charge into the back of these guys here, and broke them immediately. That was nice. And everybody's routing towards our men, which is really weird. But I'm not complaining, because that's free kills. And get our Folksmen in there and clean them up, because they're kind of routing in the gap. Some of them are fighting to death, actually, so hopefully our Folksmen can take those guys out pretty quickly there. Come on. Got one guy left. Take him out. There we go. So, yeah, those guys are dead. And, looks like we've got some more guys moving in here. we'll take care of that. We're guys moving in here as well. Move our Falksmen over here, and we'll see which side. We'll probably choose the left side because there's only one unit coming in on the right here. So, not too worried about this flank. We'll kind of make a little bit of a V for them. And see if they fall right into it, hopefully. And if they don't, we can always move accordingly. And looks like... Oh, these are actually normal hoplites, so they're not even that much of a threat anyway. So, definitely take these guys out with our phalanx pikes. Because, yeah, hoplites have nothing on phalanx pikemen. They have inferior stats. Well, close to inferior. They're probably similar stats. And the pike range is just... Oh my gosh. We took down that unit so fast. They routed right into us, and we just slaughtered them. That was beautiful. Beautiful, man! It was beautiful. Yay. 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 And we're going to pull over our Falksmen over here. And we'll hit back of a couple of these hoplite units here. Armored. I think I got 2 units of armored and 1 unit of normal hoplites coming in. So... not too bad. War cry and hit the back of these normal hoplites. Make the weaker ones route first to hurt them around. Oh, we got 2 normal hoplites and armor hoplites. My bad. There we go. Route that unit, and then we'll go over and charge into the backs of these hoplites. And then the armored hoplites should have pretty low morale after seeing all their enemies or all their allies run. And oh, it looks like the armored hoplites routed before we even engaged them. I guess our phalanx pikemen did a good enough job in the front line. And there we go. The hoplites are down as well. Yeah. So that went pretty well. I'm going to say. Really, armored hoplites are really the only things that threaten our phalanx pikemen at this point around the world. Roman troops, we can take them on until they get into the Marian Reform, which the Marian Reform still haven't happened. Then we'll be a little threatened because they'll probably have legionary cohorts and praetorian cohorts, which will be a lot more threatening. Because phalanx pikemen don't have the stats to really deal with them. But if they can keep them pinned, they can destroy them. But it's the Pila that are really powerful. So there's that. But really the only other thing we have to worry about, because Pontus is such a big nation, bronze shield pikemen, seeing as they're much better than phalanx pikemen, they're really the only things we have to worry about is bronze shield pikemen. But we can use the same strategies and take them out. Although they'll take a lot more casualties than our men because we don't have the advantage of... Because as you can see here, you know, it takes the armored hoplites a few seconds to get into range of our men. And that gives us precious time to swing around and destroy them. So we have to be a lot more quicker on our flanking maneuvers against Pontus. And yeah, I'm still planning to attack Pontus. I want to take Asia Minor. This will be a little longer of a campaign. It'll probably be closer to 40 regions, I would imagine, with Italy, Sicily, Greece, and Asia Minor. But I don't know. I like the Thracians, and there's definitely not a good Thrace campaign on YouTube. So I kind of want to, you know, take out as many guys as we can. And that'd be very nice. And we just cut down all these hoplites here. Not too hard, so that went pretty well, I must say. And they probably don't have too much left, I wouldn't imagine. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this soon. And move our Falksmen back, and move our pikemen back. And they will defend very nicely. And here comes their general, which is Greek Cav. Greek Cav are nice medium strength Cav. Mostly made for raiding. They're not like normal heavy Cav. They're not like heavy Cav that can, you know, fight in battle lines. They're used for charging in and disrupting enemies. And we did take them down. And there we go. And very nice. And in my version of the game, the Greek Cav is only available to the Seleucids and the Greek cities. So, although they're not, you know, it's not like, oh my gosh, they're so great. They're not that great. But the Macedonian Cav are pretty powerful, and the Greek cities and Macedon both get those. Originally, Macedon only got those, but I decided the Greek cities need a little help on the cavalry department. Because, honestly, Greek Cav and Militia Cav aren't really not much at all. So yeah, I probably made the Greek cities a little overpowered by doing that, but you know, it's more of a challenge when fighting them, you know. And usually they die out before really getting to that stage, but apparently we've let them live too long. And yeah, our Falksmen are getting a little tired here, so they're running a little slow, but they're still performing well. And hopefully they can take out these armored hoplites. Very nice. A couple more units of armored hoplites down. Yeah. Greeks are very easy to take out when they come in small groups like this, which happens often in city defending. So city defending against Greeks, you would think would be harder because phalanx units are so good in cities, but honestly, it's so much easier to surround them if you have a large plaza like this. So in like a city or a large city, it's a lot easier to fight the Greeks. Now in like a town or a large town, it's very hard to fight the Greeks in a city. So yeah, and siege attacking Greeks is still pretty hard, but yeah, if it's a minor city or above, you know, it's not bad to defend against them at all. And the Falksmen are too busy celebrating to follow my orders, apparently. And we got some more hoplites coming in. I had to take out phalanx mode and move these guys back because they were glitching. So I think they're good now, and we're going to engage. And we cut those guys down immediately, routing right into our men. Oh yeah, look at that bloodshed. Again, nothing on us. Nothing on us. And, yeah. It'll be interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of anticipating fighting Pontus. It'll be the last thing we do in the campaign. And, yeah, they'll have a lot of phalanx pikemen. They'll probably be mostly phalanx pikemen, a couple bronze shields in every army, probably. And maybe even some eastern infantry and hillmen, which are, you know, worse. Then, they definitely get mopped up by phalanx pikemen. No contest, so we'll see. We'll have to train some militia cav to fight them, definitely, because they do have chariots and they have chariot archers as well. So those are very, very threatening to this kind of army. We don't have any units with really high armor, like armored hoplites, that can really tank archers. Phalanx pikemen have decent armor, but they don't have enough to really take on chariot archers that well. But if we can trap them with our militia cav, you know, our militia cav can hurt them pretty hard with their javelins, and then we might be able to trap them, take them out. That's kind of how we're going to have to deal with those. Yeah. I don't know. It might be hard. It might be easy. We'll see. We'll see. We'll have some Bastarnae by then, too. And it'll be pretty nice. Pretty nice little armies going on. And we're going to engage with our Falksmen here, try to hit them while they're, you know, out of position a little bit here. And hopefully we can take them down. We are doing some pretty good damage against them. And there we go, units routing. We should hopefully be able to take out the other two. They're wavering. Come on. Oh. Yeah, okay. That was probably a bad idea on my part. So we're going to try to withdraw. We're going to lose a few. Oh, man, we lost quite a bit of Falksmen there. Trying to withdraw because they decided to point towards our guys. But while they're trying to chase our Falksmen, we're going to surround them with our phalanx pikemen and take them out very easily there. And as you saw on the left, there was another unit of hoplites that died. So, very good. And I think it's about time to clean these guys up with our cavalry. So, we're going to send our cavalry out to do that. And there's a unit there that I didn't see, but our cavalry should be able to handle it. And yes, they did. So, very nice. That wasn't the last unit. I think it might just be their ballistas left, so we're going to have to go take those out. And there's another not-routing unit that we took out with our cavalry. So our cavalry got hurt a little bit there, but they managed to take out units. And look at how much time they've taken. They've taken, if we were playing this in standard speed, they would have taken up like a whole episode's length of time, basically. So, shameful. Shameful, Greeks. With all your time wasting and stuff. But that's what happens when siege attacks go on in large cities. So, yeah. Again, I'll probably be speeding up battles that are very insignificant in cities, but, you know, fighting against the Greek Civil War will probably keep all battles at normal speed until we take them out. So don't worry about that, guys. And we're going to charge out with our Noble Cav, and there we go, that was the last unit. They're engineers. They don't send their engineers in, so you do have to go out and chase them. And there we go. Most of them dead. Good enough. Heroic victory. And yeah, we definitely crushed them. So definitely worthy of a great victory for Greece. Good job, Xiles, on another great victory against the Greek cities. And I'm going to take a drink. Xiles has really been our man at fighting other Greek nations, if you think about it. First they took out the Macedonians, and now he's kicking butt against the Greek cities. And he got another command star, so that's awesome. Lots of buildings are being built, and I do not think we have enough money to really build everything everywhere. So it's kind of unfortunate. Hopefully we can start taking some cities soon and get some more money, or just get some more passive income because of our population growth. That would be very helpful. And we're just going to build things around. And, yeah. Polonia can't build anything. Looks like they're coming up to attack Polonia with this army here, which is kind of bad. We don't really have any resources to go, you know, defend that with any force. Because we want to send out Thrace soon. So we don't want to have them over on that side of the continent. I took off the crop rotation in Campus Asiago so that we could retrain these units here, because I doubt we would have enough money otherwise. And we need to build some other units as well. So it's kind of unfortunate that we have to sacrifice a building for troops. It's always unfortunate. I hate doing it. But, you know, sometimes you just have to. Just making sure I'm merging everything correctly. So we have a pretty easy retraining session here. There we go. Only 5 units. And a catapult. And that's pretty much most of our money. So, looking good. And Xiles. And all these guys. You know, I was thinking about taking out all the healthy units and just stationing them outside the city, but, you know, I thought, nah, there's really no point. So, not going to worry about that. And up here, we're going to build a militia hoplite just so we can get some more. Put that down to low tax rate and see what happens. I kind of want to wait for this army to move, though, before I take Thrace out, because we could take him out this turn. So we'll put it back to very high tax rate. We'll wait another turn, and then I think we'll send Thrace out to attack in southern Greece. So we'll probably do the assassinations here, or the sabotaging here, and that will probably be the last thing we do today, guys. And nobody's dead yet. Very nice. Looks like we hit the Temple of Artemis, which is fine. A little bit of happiness decrease. We hit the city barracks again, large Temple of Artemis, and the archery range again. So, well, it said it failed on the archery range. My bad. So we missed the archery range, but we did hit the city barracks again. So they haven't been able to introduce hoplites there for quite a while. It's very nice. So I suppose next time on Rome Total War as the Thracians, the Scipii will probably siege attack us, and these Greeks will probably attack Apollonia. They'll probably attack Larissa again, and stuff might happen in the north, not sure, possibly. But thank you for watching this episode, and join us next time when things get exciting, hopefully.